I'm going to keep my comments short today. Like, there's just not a lot to say. I expected them to get their butts kicked. They got their butts kicked. The offense was anemic, and Myles Garrett's otherworldly, and he had 5 sacks in a 19-point loss, which kind of sums up his entire Browns career.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. He was throwing helmets and everything, bro.
Sure, he's so frustrated right now with the lack of offensive production.
The supercomputer malfunction. GG, Dillion Gabriel, computer, T5 86.5. I throw no touchdowns. I throw no interceptions.
The tight end says, ha, not so fast. You ain't getting me with the crosser. And there he goes. Look, he's got a smile on his face when he's running.
I will throw it. I will find a ball and get it to the person wide open.
Gabriel going deep, Patriots, and he tracked it all the way to the turf.
Guys, listen, this is nasty work.
Well, now tuned in to the Dark Times Challenge.
And so the Cleveland Browns just finished up their 4th game with Dillion Gabriel as the starting quarterback, and everything played out exactly how I said it was going to play out last week.
Damn.
And so now here comes the $1 million question. What are the Cleveland Browns? What is Jimmy Haslam going to do now? Because late last week, Jimmy Haslam dropped an interview in which he alluded or hinted at the possibility of giving Dillion Gabriel an even longer leash.
Diana Rossini of The Athletic, she was out there getting interviews, and she talked to a million different owners at this owners meeting this last week, and now she was able to basically unload her notebook. And we don't get to talk to Jimmy Haslam. The media doesn't, all but maybe 2 times a year. Jimmy Haslam on Shador said, listen, he's a serious football player, and inside the building, there's no noise. He comes to work every day just like everybody else. He's trying to get better as a football player. And then he had mentioned how Dillion Gabriel has a longer leash, essentially, than what I think a lot of people maybe had recognized. I'm paraphrasing that last part, but the sentiment is there. The idea that when it comes to Dillion Gabriel and it comes to Shador Sanders, Haslam initially had said both would play this season. It seems like that's still on track, but it also seems like Jimmy Haslam is willing to give Dillion Gabriel an extended look here, coach, to be able to showcase what he can and cannot do.
Now, of course, anything's possible, especially when we're talking about the Cleveland Browns and Kevin Stefanski, but I don't see how Dillion Gabriel remains the starter after this last performance.
By the way, I'm tired of pretending. I can't pretend anymore. I can't pretend anymore that we just watching Dillion Gabriel and we just really making sure that this is a starter. It's not a starter, bro. I saw Drake May. Every week when we play good players, you look at our players and you look at their players. You look at our players, say, hey, the Browns really don't have anybody over 5'8" at quarterback.
At receiver?
You see what happens when Quinshon Judkins goes out the game, right? Dylan Sampson was getting snatched up like he was outside with the street lights on. Boy, if you don't get yourself back in this house.
Like it was 9 o'clock in the summertime.
9 o'clock, the street lights is on. Get up the street. These dudes be getting yoked up, smacked up, punished. Bro, listen, this game was not close. And by the way, I'm done pretending. We can all listen. The off ramp is available for you guys. Come on over. The off ramp is available. If you gave him an opportunity, you gave him a shot. We did. We didn't even come on here and rag on him and go crazy. But if you think that work out there is going to get you any sort of wins in the future, you won't get wins in the CFL with that type of work. That's CFL type play. And we sitting here putting our capes on. We Captain Kirk. We love us some Stefanski and we love Dillion Gabriel. Hey, man, at the end of the day, man, I'm not going to waste all my little Sunday emotion on them because that's what y'all asked for. That's what we like. But we can't move them, Kevin. Watch. And here's the vicious circle. You see the nasty work. You wait a couple hours. Wait till we get on UCSS tomorrow. McNuggets will toss it up to us. Let's give our reactions, all shotgun reactions. And the first thing you'll hear is, well, what did you think we were going to see, G?
Wow.
Competent football.
Did you hear?
Well, we all knew. I would think that we all know. No, you didn't. Don't speak for me. G. Bush speaks for me. I don't like what the nasty work is being put on the football field. Maybe you guys do.
And so we got some big decisions coming up. We got the trade deadline coming up here pretty soon, November 4th, I believe is the trade deadline. And Shador Sanders today was in street clothes with a mysterious back injury. And then on top of that, the Cleveland Browns have a bye next week, so there's not going to be anybody under center at quarterback next week. And so we got a couple of different likely possibilities. Either 1, Shedeur Sanders gets traded. 2, Shedeur Sanders becomes the starter after the bye week. 3, Dillon Gabriel remains the starter after the bye week. Or option 4, Dillon Gabriel is relieved of his duties, and so is Kevin Stefanski.
Kevin Stefanski's status. Heat index. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. 10 is you're fired. It's just a matter of time. 1 to 10, right now, 7.5 on the heat index. I don't know how you're going to save your job, Kevin. I don't.
Did you hear what Jimmy Haslam said this weekend, G?
Jimmy Haslam.
Did you happen to see his comments?
Yeah, I heard the comments. Y'all might want to stop showing up to that place. Comments.
I don't know how to take. If anyone missed what Jimmy said, Jimmy essentially gave Stefanski the vote of confidence. And he said, once again, I messed up on the Deshaun trade. I'm paraphrasing, but I messed up on the Deshaun trade. We put Kevin in a tough spot. We still like what he's doing. We believe he can get us out of the hole that we've dug ourselves into. Gee, I don't know how, whether he says that now, and I understand this is before the bye, and now the Browns are 2-6? Is that the record? 2-6? This was week 8. Yeah, so they're 2-6. Still got 9 games to go, G. If it doesn't look any better, I just don't know how you can keep Kevin Stefanski around. And frankly, if you have faith in Stefanski and Berry as a tandem to lead another rebuild, then you have blind faith that I simply do not. I just don't think the track record's there to validate either of them. And I'm not sure if you change quarterbacks, if it's going to look better. But I know this. It can't look much worse, right?
The way he motivates his teams, he's not good. His penalties, it's not good. You can't point to anything that you're seeing on the football field, and I'd be getting it, man. Everybody, G. Bush, you're a clown. Listen, bro, my stats ain't sitting on the football field. If you want to rub Kevin Stefanski's shoulders and that's what you want to do, and you would rather sacrifice the entire organization winning football games than actually doing something. That's why Myles Garrett was mad. Because here's the thing, right? Frankly, let's be clear about it. Every 5 seconds, somebody got to talk about Myles Garrett, but Myles Garrett got 5 sacks. I don't know how y'all think, you know what 5 sacks look like? Well, people don't get that in their career.
And so the Cleveland Browns and Jimmy Haslam and Kevin Stefanski, quite possibly, they've got some tough decisions to make. I can't see coming out of that bye week and rolling with Dillon Gabriel another round. I don't even care that it's against the Jets. We're going to find out pretty soon which way they're going to roll, because I don't think the players in that locker room are going to stand for what's been going on. I don't think the owner's going to stand for what's been going on. I know the fans aren't. And so we're going to find out here pretty soon. But go ahead and drop a comment below. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Let's go ahead and keep that conversation going on down below as we usually do. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for me one time. And as usual, peace and chaos.